Hey NBA 2K MyLeague fans, I am back with another NBA2K MyLeague Expansion Series video with those Cincinnati Lions. And in this video, we move on to Game 2 of our first round playoff matchup against the Miami Heat. If you remember from my last episode, we stole Game 1 in Miami. I'll put a link in the corner to that game so you can check it out if you want. But we got exciting highlights of Game 2, highlights you're not going to want to miss. We're also going to get you caught up on all the first round matchups, let you know the scores and the statistics so you can keep track of what's happening in the other games. If you're new to the channel, I am Coach 2K. If you want to learn how to play my league, you're going to want to subscribe to the channel and click the bell to get notified whenever I upload anything new so you don't miss a single NBA 2K video I put out. This here is the cornerstone of the channel, this My League series, so I hope you're enjoying it. Let me know in the comments what you think, and if you enjoy it, be sure and watch the whole video and hit that like button. It helps the channel out. Alright, so moving on to the results of the other first round matchups. The Pacers, who dropped Game 1 to the Raptors, ended up taking Game 2, and I expect the Pacers to win the rest of these. Bo Warwick had 31 points and 10 rebounds. Jedovic was 5 of 9 for 3 with 25 points. And Dantley had 24 as the Pacers stomped the Raptors. Monk had, 15 points. Buckner, 14. So, all in all, I think this series is now over. But we'll see what happens when they head to Toronto for Game 3. So, the Pacers win, and it's a 1-all series there. And in the Bucks and Nets series, the Bucks ended up taking Game 1, but the Nets bounced back and won Game 2. Marion Wells for the Bucks had 30. He's probably their best player. He's tough to stop. Wilt Jones Jr. had 14. And for the Nets, they won behind MVP Sean Brooks, who had 30 points, 16 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 blocks. So he came to play in Game 2. So this series might be interesting as they head back to Brooklyn for Game 3. I wouldn't be surprised if this one goes 7. All right, so the Chicago Bulls, no problems with the Pistons. Even with a poor shooting performance behind with Rayshawn Oden, he still chalked up 26 points, and they destroyed the Pistons. Bulls, top team in the Eastern Conference, is going to win this one, probably in a sweep. Ori had, 18 points, 16 or 18 points. So, Amari Swift, that back must be really bothering him because he didn't even score in double figures, only got 8 rebounds. That guy's a rebounding monster, so he'll look to the offseason to heal up. All right, if you remember out west, Minnesota crushed the Thunder by 67 in Game 1, came back in Game 2 and beat them again. Dunn and Kingsley broke 20 points, both had 22. Woolridge with 19 and 9. So T-Wolves is probably going to sweep this series, although Amari Kemp had a better game, 21 points and 10 rebounds. But anyway, the Timberwolves are up 2-0 as that heads back to Oklahoma City for Game 3. And like I say, T-Wolves probably won't even break a sweat beating the Thunder here, that'd be my guess. All right, next matchup out west was the Golden State Warriors against the San Antonio Spurs. And this one looks like it went down to the wire with the Spurs winning 96-95. Ron Patterson with 30 points. He was their good point guard out there in San Antonio. He led them to the victory. And for the Warriors, Derek Weber, Rookie of the Year, he had 23 points. But it wasn't enough as the Spurs get both games at home. Series heads back to Golden State. We'll see what Golden State has in them. I would think they could win something in Golden State, at least one game. But anyway, we'll see what happens going forward. All right, next game up, the Houston Rockets and the Los Angeles Clippers. Houston won Game 1, but the Clippers came back and won Game 2, 125-119. Uwawa had 22 and 10. But the Rockets couldn't beat Bell, who had 26 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. If Bell plays well, Clippers can win that series. Bell and Jameson, they got to both play well in order for them to have a shot. So series is tied 1-all. Going to head back to L.A. here for Game 3. And in L.A., the Los Angeles Lakers, they won Game 2. Again, no problem for L.A. Best team in the league, best team in the West. 69 wins on the season. Hot Rod Dupree he only had 17 points. Beavrins, really poor shooting performance for Beavrins. I've seen him hit 15 of 15 from 3 before. And here he only had 2. So they're putting the clamps on Trailblazers. Lakers lead that series 2-0. And we'll expect the Lakers to sweep that series, barring any kind of injury. So in Game 1, Akeem Booth was the only injury for the Heat between both teams, and he is out for the season. And so that probably helped us a lot win Game 1. So here we are. Austin Billups last game put up a franchise playoff record of 22 rebounds. Awesome performance. We're just going to start calling him Awesome Billups. Gary Henderson, he put up 30 in Game 1, and he is a handful. He thinks he should have been named MVP, and we'll see how he responds in Game 2 here. We're going to go with the same starting lineup: Hood, Zhang, Jenks, Drew, Billups, and they're going to have Henderson, Jennings, Bishop, Stauffer, and Hunter, rookie, the all-rookie team. And so here with the playoff atmosphere, the tip is going to go to Miami, and so they're going to get things started here with a steal. And so they took it in. Didn't see them cheating on that pass, and they get it out to Stauffer, who nails the 3, gets them on the board first, 3-0. And we're going to pound it inside here with the mismatch. I think that's against Henderson down low, and we score. There we got our wires crossed, and I think that's Hunter with an easy basket, the 7-footer. There, look at Henderson draining the mid-range jumper as we just let him walk by us for an open shot. Check out the play here. I'm going to have to run this for Zhang, man. That play works pretty well. And Jenks nails the 3 off the screen. Henderson here putting on the moves, and we got to protect the paint, and we gave him too much space, and he scores. There we dish it off to Billups, and everybody kind of stands around and watches Henderson go to the distance. But look at Jenks with the block. He blocked the shot of Henderson, and now we're in transition, and we lost the ball. It's going to go back the other way, and they get it into Jennings, who scores. He gets fouled. Billups fouls him. He's going to go to the line for the M1. He doesn't convert it. Now we're going to try and get in transition off the missed basket, although everybody is back. So we're going to set up a play. We're going to get it to Jenks and try and run him off this screen on the left-hand side, and we're successful doing that. And even though they get there a little late, we still get the layup. And in this game, Miami would do what we did in Game 1, where we jumped on them in the first quarter. They really came to play in the first quarter tonight, and they take a lead here, 13-7. And we thought he was going to shoot. We bet on the pump fake, and he pulled up for the mid-range jumper. Henderson out in transition, and he stops, he pops, he hits a 3, and it's 18-9 early here as we're going back in the post here to Bonzi Harris. Bonzi Harris is unstoppable down there, doing a great job scoring here. We're going to take him back in there again, and Henderson just cannot guard him, and that puts us up by 5. And there we bet on the pump fake again. I'm not even sure he pump faked. I think we just jumped. So nice play here. I think that's Canner cutting baseline with the monster dunk. Look at the team. Crowd is into it. And Drew with the fast break dunk. Man, I did not expect him just to put on the Jets and dunk it. And on the other end, we go to Double O, who dunks it hard with the left hand as Melly finds him on the break, wide open. Nobody there. As we're still down 23-17. Bonzi Harris cuts the deficit down to 4, and Haley drops a 3, and they were really good from 3 tonight here. And Henderson there at the end of the first quarter, I don't know what we did. We did something stupid, and we gave him an easy score right at the end of the quarter. Bonzi Harris going back inside, dominating the post. Good job, Bonzi Harris. Here we're going to bring Zhang around the top and launch a 3, and he drains it. And now we're back in this game after being down, I think, double digits. We're down 3, and I thought we were going to get the steal there, but Bishop picks up the loose ball and dunks it hard. And on the other end, look at Double O with another slam dunk. And look at that, he's wide open. We caught him snoozing after the big dunk on the other end. There. Who is that? I can't tell who that is. That's Hunter, man. Hunter took us off the dribble, gets the foul. He missed a free throw, though. And we're going to go in. This time we got Billups against Jennings. Easy bucket, easy pickings. 2-point game here, and we gave him too much space on the other side of the screen, and Jennings hits the mid-range, and we're going to go back down where we can dominate with Billups, although Jennings kind of made it a more difficult shot. Billups ended up hitting it, and again, Jennings just too fast for us. We're a little slow. We need a little more lateral quickness. This Jenks with the alley-oop dunk from Calvin. Calvin Hood spots him cutting to the basket, gets him the alley-oop here. And here, what's going to happen? Oh, we're going to try and run that screen to the right side. We get a nice dunk by Jenks. Good job, Jenks. Way to get to the basket. The team is fired up. They're into these playoffs like we are. And we left Stauffer wide open in the corner, and he makes us pay with a 3. Look at the hustle by Zing. As the loose ball, Zing picks it up, and he finds double O. This time no dunk, as he just has to lay it in, and that knotted the score up, I think 38 all. Good pick and roll play here by Billups, showing the nice soft touch around the rim in the paint. Look at this. Nice job. He tosses it in from about a couple feet from the rim, and they're going inside too. Look at Bishop. Bishop post on one side, fades away from the other. couldn't stop it. Drew getting in there, and says him and Bonzi must have some sort of contest going on. And Drew, we find him on the other end. Calvin Hood gets it to him, and that knots it up at 44 apiece. And look at the defense there. We played pretty good D. They missed the shot, and we're going to get into transition here and see if we can get something. My guess is we're going to have to set up a play. They got back good all night. I mean, they protected the fast break, and again, we're going to go to that screen. And I think we're going to do a good job here of getting into the lane. And he dunks it that time and gives us the lead for the first time, if not tonight, in a long while. And good play here as we get Zane cut into the basket. He dunks it with the left hand. And now we're feeling a lot better. But we give up another 3 to Stauffer. Gosh, that guy can shoot the 3. And so look at that Bonzi again, going to work. Doing the work inside. Nice job by him. Here we were playing pretty good D with our lockdown defender until we just moved out of the way and let him score. Look at the dunk by Myers as Meyer cuts around and Billups finds him. And there, another tough shot by Bonzi Harris. And at the half, it's 54-49. Henderson 13 points in the half. Jenks with 12. But we turned it over a lot in that first half. That hurt us a lot. I think they had a bunch of steals. But look at Zing playing the defense, man. He blocked it. Got tired of getting taken advantage of. We get it this Jenks underneath. He takes a tough shot, but we do get it to go. And here we're going to find Zing again with another left hand dunk as he gets to the paint. And we got like 9-10 point lead here. I thought we had Jennings covered up. But the last second, he was able to find the player underneath for the dunk. And Jenks goes opposite, gets wide open here. Check out this play as Jenks cuts baseline and gets a wide open dunk as the defense fell asleep. Jenks took advantage of it, and we scored. And there, Jennings dishes it off, and can't tell who that was, but they ended up scoring. Drew with a little soft hook shot. He ended up banking it off of the basket. There he fades away to get the shot in. And Jennings, look at that, he's moving. He's trying to take him off the dribble. My guess is he's going to be able to. He does. And even though we challenged the shot pretty good with Billups, I was afraid he's going to get called for the foul there. But look at the alley-oop to, is that to Bishop? Oh, it's either to Bishop or to Bazemore. And so they're hanging tough, but we got a pretty good lead here. That's Bazemore. I know that's him. He ended up with a really good dunk. We're up by 8 now, and Jonathan Myers found Jennings on him. I mean, Jennings is too small, can't stop him. And nice fadeaway here by Bishop, who gets it to go and cuts it to a 7-point lead here. Jennings, with the big block there on double O. He got blocked, and Jennings, look, we're just, we let him walk right by us, and he finds Henderson in the corner. Henderson hits the 3, They got all these screens, man. And look at Stauffer. Stauffer's going to knock down another 3 and bring it to a 1-point game. And we're going to go back down and do what we have been able to get away with here, posting up. We've been working on that post game. We still got some ways we can make that post game even better. Check this out as Haley cuts backdoor off of the out of bounds play, and they find him. And so we got us a barn burner now, and Bonzie Harris going back in, scoring easily. And so we got a tight game here in the third quarter, and we gave Jennings too much space, and he's not going to shy away from taking that 3. He does. He ties it up at 72-all. The crowd is into it. And, we're going back to Bonzie, creating the mismatch down there. And Jennings just cannot stop him. And everybody on the bench except for, I think that sleeping Nene. Oh, look at the flop. But Double O did not realize he fell down and gave it back out to Melly, who hits a tough shot baseline. There, the ball gets, it was a bad pass. Oh, Double O ends up catching it and finally puts it in to give us a 6-point lead there. There we get the big block, but of course it goes back to the offense, and they are able to score at the buzzer. And a 4-point game at the end of the fourth. But look at Zhang, man. Zhang scores the 3 right away. We got a 7-point lead. He's going to take another one. And now we are up by 10 in the fourth quarter. And things are going well, but we give up another 3. Yeah, well, that was a long 2 to Haley. Too much space. And there, Henderson. Look at Henderson. Henderson feeling it. Hits the 3. Cuts it down to a 5-point lead, but Zhang gets a wide open layup. And this time we get the alley-oop to Myers. Myers scores off the alley-oop. Great pass by Billups. And things are looking good for the Lions here. With a 9-point lead. And look at Melly giving us a double-digit lead off of the dunk, off of the screen. And there we did poor defense as we leave a guy wide open under the rim. And another big dunk by Jenks gives us a double-digit lead again with 5:15 to go. And Henderson with a nice dish to, I think that's Hunter. Yeah, Hunter with the big dunk. He got fouled too. He missed the free throw, but that was a big play there. And look at Stauffer with the big block with Jenks. Jenks takes it out, but he throws it away. And look at this jumping off like a pogo stick. And they score. Look at the alley-oop, man. To Henderson. Henderson feeling, it must be game time or something. He keeps pointing to his wrist there. We find Zhang cutting back door. We're able to take a dangerous pass and convert it. And Henderson from about 5 feet behind the line. We gave him that kind of space. And he cuts it to 4 with a big 3. And Stauffer comes down on the other end. And now it's a 1-point game, 94-93. We get Drew inside. Nobody in front of him. And he scores in the post. And Henderson is going to find Jennings in the corner. What a duo those guys make. And it's all knotted up at 96. And look at Jenks getting to the basket off of that screen. They got fouled. These are important free throws with 1:24 left in the game. And everybody in the crowd was on their feet. And here he's going to take the free throws. Let's see how he does. See if he can knock these free throws down. See how mentally tough he is. Look at the crowd all standing up. He takes the first one, and he hits it. 97-96 Lions. And the second one, he gets to go too. Good job by Jenks coming in the clutch. And I thought we played good D there, but we ended up fouling Jennings. Jennings going to go to the line. He gets a chance to tie the game. 2 points remaining, or 2 free throws coming up here for him. See if he can tie the game. And he gets the first one. See if he'll nail the second one. And he does. So now it's tied up at 98 all. And there, somehow we got twisted around. And Bishop got an easy shot. And the crowd is super fired up. That's the first lead in a long time. Drew, He goes up, he misses it, but look who gets the offensive rebound. Calvin Hood sneaks in there, the smallest guy on our team, comes in and gets the offensive rebound. But look at this here. Zing trying to play defense against Jennings, but Jennings just muscles his way in there, gives him a 2-point lead, and the Miami crowd is loving it. And we go to Jinx again. He gets fouled again with 15 seconds. He's got another chance here to hit 2 free throws. He gets the first one to go, the second free throw here to tie it up, and he nails it. It's all tied up with 15 seconds to go, and we get to steal, and we decide not to call timeout. We got a transition opportunity. We decide to take it, and Jinx Stooks it, gives us a 2-point lead, 104-102 with 9 seconds, but there's a lot of time left, and they're going to go at Zing, and Zing lets them walk right past, and they score on the mid-range to tie it up with 2.9 seconds. We're going to try and go to Jinx here, and Jinx gets to the rim. He lays it in with time, and it rims out, and we're going to overtime. Score 104 all, and in overtime here, we give Henderson too much space, and he takes the 3 to give him a 107-104 lead. They're doubling on that play. We get it to Jinx. Jinx knocks the mid-range jumper down. And so we got it. Jennings got it. Jennings gave him too much space, and he makes us pay, punishes us with another 3. And here we got Henderson again about 5 feet behind the line. He takes another 3, and they have hit 3 threes in overtime here, as Jinx goes to the rim and scores. 5-point game, and now they're in the paint here as Bishop tries to get around, and he misses the shot. But look at Hunter, the rookie, cleans up the glass and scores off the offensive rebound, and we get a quick score with Zhang. We get another quick score with Drew, and now it's a 3-point game. We are back in it, and if we can get a stop here, maybe have a chance to get this game. But we get Henderson, man. He steps out with nobody on him, man, hitting another 3, and he is feeling it. And look at the alley-oop to Bishop, man. And now they got a 7-point lead as Jinx drains the dunk on transition, and giving us a little bit of life there. Down to 5, and we get the steal. Oh no, they get it back, but they get it out to Stauffer, and Stauffer with a dagger drains the 3. We get it out to Zhang, who'll hit a 3 back on our side to cut it to 5. But here we turn it over. They get the steal. They get it out in transition, and Henderson caps an awesome overtime performance with the dunk as the Heat come back from a double-digit deficit with like 5 minutes to go in the game and take the win from the Lions to even the series at 1-1. That was a disappointing loss for us. We had that game, but Henderson, man, he went bananas. Him and Jennings and Stauffer, you can see he's fired up. Of course, the team is disappointed as we thought we had a chance to get both games in Miami. At least we were able to get one game as we go back home for the first ever playoff game in Cincinnati Lions building as we play at home, where sometimes we struggle. So it's going to be interesting now to see what happens in Game 3. We had a turnover problem in Game 1. They took care of the ball really well, and they were torching us from 3. 17 from 30 for 36. What a shooting performance. They came ready to play, and not only that, they got a lot of shots, so a lot more than we did. In overtime, look at the stats. They were 5 of 6 from 3. Henderson hit 3 of them. And, they were scorched. I mean, we shot 75%, but we turned it over a couple times. Oh, well, but what a battle, man. That was exciting. I hated to lose it. But look at this. Look at the stats from overtime for Henderson. 3 of 3 from 3-point land, 11 points. As maybe he made a case, he should be the MVP. He should have been. We'll see. Statistically, Henderson had, 35, 8 and 9, 5 steals. What a game for Henderson. Jennings had 26, 11 assists. Stauffer was 5 of 9 from 3. As those guys killed us, man. And on our side, Jinx, he had 33. Pretty good game for him. Zing had 22. Drew with 20. Harris was 17. Billups didn't have 22 rebounds, just managed 15, and Calvin Hood had 12 assists as we lose game 2. Disappointing loss, like I said, but now the momentum is back into the Miami Heat as they know they can beat us, and they played a really fantastic game, especially Henderson, man. What a performance in overtime. Cannot believe how much they went off. So there's a look at the playoff bracket after everybody has played game 2. And our series all knotted up at 1 apiece as we head back to Cincinnati for game 3 to see and let our fans see a great playoff performance, hopefully, from the Cincinnati Lions as we look to win game 3. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think in the comments. I am Coach 2K. I'll see you on the court in the next video. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy.